Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today, we're drinking bourbon.
Rye.
All right, Ben, what's on the bar today?
Something very, very exciting. Bam, this is Old Dragon Bones Cuelebre from Storytime Distillery. So this is a sample that was sent out to us. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks,
this
Shane.
is going to be an interesting one because this here is a 17-year Canadian rye finished in Oloroso sherry casks. And it's bottled at 134 proof.
Go ahead and read the other specs because I find them interesting.
I'm liking the stats so far. It's a original fill 1105. 2000. Jeez, that's so weird. Second fill 6/28/2022. So it sounds like it's spent a decent amount of time in the sherry cask.
A lot of time.
Mash bill is 39% corn, 53% rye, 8% malted barley.
So obviously legally a rye, but a lot of corn. So it's going to be bourbon-y, I think.
Yeah, it is a fairly low rye. Now this is from Storytime Distillery. We've talked about them before. They are an online non-producing distillery. You can sign up to be a subscriber for 10 bucks a month or 100 bucks for the year.
Sure.
And then you have access to all these cool store picks. We've reviewed a bunch of them on this channel. We absolutely have loved every single one of them.
Everything they've done has been amazing.
Yep. And so
until
we would
now,
highly recommend.
Low expectations of a 17-year
17-year, 134 proof.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check out Storytime Distillery for sure.
All right, the Old Dragon Bones.
Oh, that's got a fantastic nose.
Rich. Oh wow, the wine came through. I wasn't getting it at the very beginning, but it's subtle.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
You know what? I know that I haven't tasted it yet, but it smells viscous.
It does actually. I know exactly what you're saying. It smells like bold and thick. Nice balanced rye notes on the nose, but it's not coming across as like it is coming across as a lower rye,
Sure.
Which is nice. Well, let's get into the palate and see what happens. Cheers.
There's a part of me that wants to a sandbag. Is that the term?
Yeah.
There's a very
don't subscribe.
There's
don't
very
go order
limited
this.
availability. Okay.
Yeah, we should probably mention that there's not a ton of these. So if you do want to get a hold of one,
right.
At the time that this gets released, I don't know if is the pre-order.
It's still happening as of today.
Okay.
As we film.
It is about 140 something. 40 bucks.
Yeah.
Bottle.
So it's not cheap, but it's 17 year. In truth, it's pretty amazing. I suspected it would be, but it's confirmation.
Yeah, that's got a fantastic. It's interesting. The 134 proof. This is one of those ones where the flavor won out against the proof.
I'm getting interesting flavors though that are not typical. Of, like it's definitely it's a departure from bourbon more than I would have expected actually.
At the lower level of rye with that much corn in it.
Right.
When I was saying that the proof or the flavor won out against the proof, when you go cast strength, sometimes the alcohol punch is just too much.
Sure.
And it wins out over the extra flavor you get from not watering it down. Sometimes it's just a dead even balance, and that's nice. This one at 134 proof, I feel like it drinks easier than that, but the flavor is absolutely 134 proof level of flavor.
Agreed.
And it's not a terribly dark whiskey, in my opinion.
The flavors are not coming across as the dark flavors.
Yeah, like you drink like a Stag Junior or something like that, and that's got like a really dark, sometimes almost like a borderline burnt,
sure,
sort of level of that super rich, and which is great. This doesn't have that. It's just got this wonderful sweetness to it.
It's brighter, but it does still have like a milk chocolate kind of like mellowness, or it's almost like a liquid caramel. And I think a lot of it's the age is really like turning some of the flavors up to 11. And I'm really struggling. I'm kind of coming up with like a picture in my mind of where this came from. And it's very rustic, but not, like it's not leather and tobacco. like some, but it's still like almost like hay from a barn.
Like you're getting like those, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You get that old dusty barn sort of vibes from it.
There's some other notes in there as well. Almost like there's a type of flower. Like it's not floral and like buttery and stuff, but there's, I don't know.
I would say it's a bit floral.
Yeah.
It's, yeah, this is just a really complex one. This is one you have a couple pours of. Really take your time with it. There's that much left in this, but you got a full bottle on the way.
Yep.
Which is awesome. But yeah, I would, you know, at the $140 price point, it's obviously a premium whiskey. At 17 years finished in cask strength, it's gonna command a price point.
And we have no idea how small. Like, I think a distillery normally gets like 250 bottles out of a barrel.
Yeah.
At 17 years, they don't. Like, it's way less than 250
exactly. Yeah,
bottles.
the yield is going to be much smaller, and so that
so the price has to push
cask
up.
strength. Yeah.
And so
we've had a couple recently that were really expensive that we've said, you know what, that's worth the money.
Yeah.
And this, I think, falls into that category.
I think it falls into the category, actually. And this is definitely a unicorn, because Shane mentioned another Old Dragon Bone, so I think that this one, the Cuelebre, there may be an older Old Dragon Bones and maybe
there was
something
another
in the future.
run before this one, so hopefully they keep doing this because this is incredible.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't have enough good things to say about this one. So
it's kind of a little bit butterscotchy, just a subtle. That's the kind of flavor maybe it's hinting at.
That's the sweetness I'm getting. That those bourbon-like flavors that are in there. Now this is unmistakably a rye.
Yes.
But you said kind of bourbony in the sense that it has that
corn,
high level of corn.
Yep.
I'm with you on the butterscotch. That's a great flavor note. That's what I was missing. So it's kind of coming across as sort of caramely a little bit, but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, butterscotch.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, this is a fantastic whiskey. So if you're watching this video when we release it and you would like to get a bottle, you still can, but they are
Run,
limited.
don't walk.
Yeah, yep. Run, don't walk.
Storytime Distillery.
And Storytime is great. Shane's great. So it's cool to support, you know, what he's doing over there. He's doing all kinds of fun stuff with whiskey. So
totally.
All right. Well, this has been Old Dragon Bones Cuelebre from Storytime Distillery. On the Bourbon Note, I'm Ben.
I'm Greg. Till next time. See you next time.